What's up, guys? It's MB Boxing, and I just finished up watching Michel Rivera versus Jon Fernandez, and this was a 12-rounder for the WBA Lightweight World Title Eliminator, and this fight was Saturday, July 3rd, from the Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California, and this fight was broadcasted on Showtime, and in this fight, Michel Rivera was able to get a scintillating 8th-round knockout over Jon Fernandez to get his 21st victory, 14th by knockout, and to win the WBA Lightweight World Title Eliminator. What a knockout this was. This goes down as one of the knockouts of the year. It's definitely a KO of the year contender. In my opinion, definitely not knockout of the year. Whilst you still have Benjamin Malakuziev versus Gabriel Rosado and Miguel Berchelt versus Oscar Valdez, this was still a very good knockout. But yeah, I had the fight scored 66-66 even, which would be 4 rounds to 3 in favor of Michel Rivera. Michel Rivera was sort of boxing like the name on his front waistband was Muhammad Ali. He had Ali's name on his waistband. He had the haircut, the trunks with the trademark black stripe on the side, and he was boxing off the back foot. But early on, he sort of looked off because in the second round, he was getting hit quite a bit. But in that first round, he looked fairly good. He landed some good counter right hands on the temple of Fernandez. But then from that second and third round, I gave those rounds to Fernandez because I just thought Fernandez was landing some great shots on the ropes, because whenever Fernandez would press some power shots and body shots on Rivera and put him up against the ropes, Rivera looked off because normally he's on his back foot, sort of bouncing around the ring, being the leader, as you could say, in the fight, landing the bigger shots and pressing the action. But here, in those 2 rounds, Rivera was being pressed, and he looked very uncomfortable, but then he did bounce back, winning a couple more rounds. But then in that 6th round, Rivera did go down from a short hook from Fernandez. Rivera did recover and just bounced back and took that round off. But then in round 7, it was a fairly close round that I edged to Rivera. He landed some nice shots to the head, most notably the straight right of his. And I felt that he wasn't really landing the jab too much and throwing it, but then in that 7th and 8th round, he did make up for it, landing some nice jabs to the body and to the head. But then in that 8th round, Michel Rivera landed one huge right hand. It looked like it was at the side of the head, maybe the temple area, that did drop Fernandez. Fernandez first sort of like whooped his arm over his body like he was throwing a punch. Then slowly he put his arms out and then landed face first on the canvas. That was a brutal knockout, one that you would see in a movie, something like that. But then Fernandez did go up to his knees, and then he just stumbled over, and the referee stopped the fight. As I said before, tremendous knockout for Michel Rivera. And what is next for him? This was a WBA eliminator. I could definitely see him facing Rolando Romero next if he gets past his opponent in the next coming weeks for an interim WBA title, and I could possibly see him fighting Gervonta Tank Davis. I know it might be a big opponent, but Davis is known for fighting opponents like this level, and plus, this is for a WBA eliminator, and Rivera is boxing on Showtime and PBC, and I could definitely see that fight being easily made. Rivera is no slouch, but I definitely see Gervonta Davis easily beating him. But that Davis fight is definitely a big stretch, but he could definitely fight Rolando Romero. That's probably like a 65% chance. But what is next for Jon Fernandez losing here? He's fought on Showtime a bit, most notably Showbox, but I don't really see him getting another huge opportunity like this. He's losing for the second time, second loss on Showtime, losing by knockout brutally here. I honestly don't know what's next for him. I think he's going to go back to Spain, which is his native home country. He's going to fight some more unknown opponents before possibly getting another opportunity, but I'm not really too sure nonetheless. So overall, Michel Rivera gets a brutal 8th round knockout victory over Jon Fernandez to get his 21st victory, 14th by knockout, and to win the WBA Lightweight World Title Eliminator. And yeah, that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.